Now, you will know her as one of the winners, of course, of the very first series of The Traitors. But a video that Meryl Williams shared online has gone viral after she was forced to hide in the toilet on the train when a group of teenagers started abusing her simply because of her dwarfism.
So far, they've said that I need a step ladder to get on the train, I need a step ladder to get off the train. I'm legit. They've watched dwarf throwing, they've taken videos of me, taken photos of me, they've said I've got sausage fingers, and they've laughed at me and so said, excuse me, and then I look up, look at them, and then they stick their tongue out at me and then laugh at me. This is all in the space of 10 minutes, and everyone around me that's sitting around me, I'm on my own right now, is all witnessed this, heard this, and no one said anything, and I don't know what to do.
Well, Meryl joins us now exclusively from Edinburgh. Meryl, very good to see you. And can I just say how sorry I am that you had to go through that? Talk me through what happened. Were you coming down to London on the train?
Yes, I was coming down to London on a late night train. So I was on my own and I thought it'd be quite quiet because obviously who's going to London at like 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday? And then I got one of the table chairs. So I was sitting here, I had my diary and I was doing all my to-do lists and stuff. And then there was 4 of them that got on at Newcastle and they literally made a beeline straight for me, and they sat, 2 of them sat in front of me and then the other 2 sat behind them, and then they just started going in. So first they started saying, oh, you're revising, and because I kind of knew like they were like, I don't know, I just had a bad feeling, so I put my headphones in, I said no, and I was trying to ignore them, and I was typing to my friend. I was like, I don't really feel comfortable right now, and then they went, oh, she's got sausage fingers, and then they just started saying things, thinking I couldn't hear them, because I obviously didn't even have music on in my headphones. Right. And then I was like, I'm going to have to get up and go, like, I'm going to have to get out of the situation. And I know they said that they were going off in Durham, so I was like, if I go into the toilets right now and just stay in the toilets until the next stop, then they'll get off, and then I can come back through. So that's what I did.
Meryl, this is horrible on so many levels, because they were really vile to you. You know, you know, it got worse, it escalated, and it got very distressing. Yeah. What I'm very angry about is the fact that you had to put up with that. Nobody helped you. Nobody said anything to them, to these I have to watch what I say here because I'll get into trouble. But these people that did that to you, nobody called them out. Yeah.
It's like kind of bystander paralysis, because I was texting my friend Ben and he said, Meryl, you should ask like the people if they know of the CCTV. So I said, okay, because I knew there was a couple beside me. So when I came back to my seat once they got off, I said, excuse me, I was like, do you know if there's any CCTV? I was like, the people in front of me are being really nasty to me and I want to try and see if I can get like any evidence or anything like that. And I said, yeah, there is, but I don't know. And they didn't say like, are you okay or what's happened? And the way the boys were talking, you could tell I was being shut off. Like I wasn't reacting to them. I wasn't, you know, acknowledging it. I was just trying to ignore what they were saying. So you could tell the situation was quite hostile when they were saying all that stuff to me. So yeah, you could tell I was uncomfortable. So I just felt like it was like bystander paralysis. No one was really helping.
Yeah, because I mean, I've experienced that when somebody's being, you know, people are being nasty on a train and it's very difficult to know what to do. I basically just sat down beside them and started talking to them and ignoring these horrible people. Because I guess people are scared to confront someone, but there is something you can do, even if it is that you tell, you know, the conductor or you tell the driver. You should not have to be putting up with this. Do you think they recognised you from Traitors? Do you think they did?
That's the problem. Sometimes I feel like, because I experience it, sadly, I do experience discrimination on a daily basis, and it's something that I don't often let that side known. Right. You know, when I go outside in public, a lot of people will stare, people do point, and now it's hard to differentiate between, oh, do they recognise me from the show, or do they recognise me because I'm a little person? Right. And I think I was saying before that I feel like right now in society we've progressed so much in acceptance of different disabilities and different conditions and different races and everything like that, but I feel with my condition especially, I feel like the acceptance hasn't been acknowledged. Right. I feel like there's still this like hilarity around dwarfism, and they're like, oh no, it's fine, they're not, like, we can take the fun out of them, like they're fine, we can say midget, we can say derogatory terms towards them, but for everything else, oh, you can't say that. So yeah, I do feel like I think maybe they did recognize me and they thought I was maybe an easy target, but that's why I'm trying to, it's hard to differentiate between people looking at you and people recognising you.
I know, that's why it's so important for you to do that show. I mean, that's why it was so good that you were there as well, apart from anything else.
Yeah.
But I just cannot understand why anybody would do that to you. It makes absolutely no sense to me. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Has it made you sort of think twice about maybe getting the train? Because I know normally you would be getting other ways to get down to London, but has it sort of put you off a bit?
It's definitely not my confidence. You know, I used to drive to London for this exact reason because I felt I don't like being on public transport on my own and I felt very vulnerable. I think with this condition, you do feel quite intimidated because I'm obviously I'm little. So I do feel like everything is quite intimidating. So that's why I thought when I drove to London, I was in the comfort of my car and I had that safety blanket. But I recently got my confidence up to get the train on my own. And I do feel like it has knocked me. So I think the next journey, I'll probably take a friend or something.
Oh, see, that's not fair. You shouldn't be having to do that.
No.
But the thing is, here's the thing. You won the biggest show on telly. There you are. That's it. You've got a full life. You've got loads of pals. You're a happy person. And, you know, when I think about those people that did that to you, they are sad. They are pathetic and sad and awful. And I really hope that they are ashamed of themselves, as well as everyone else who didn't help you. But I think it's great that you're talking about it. I really do. I think it's really good that you're speaking about it, Meryl.
I think the biggest thing for me was going on the show is just to raise awareness. And I always wanted to say that just to show everyone I can do the exact same as everyone else. Like, I'm not any different. I might have to do a little way, like a different route to the same thing as everyone else. But I just want to show people that having my condition doesn't stop me. And if they see anyone that's little or got the same condition or any disability or difference, to smile instead of staring and just be more acceptance, because we all didn't choose to, like, I didn't choose to be born little. It's something that I have to embrace and I have to live with. So it's just learning I think, trying to show people more acceptance and love. And that's definitely why I wanted to go on the show, for education.
I know, and you did, and it was fantastic, and you won. Hurrah! So there. Listen, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us. I really hope this makes people think twice, you know, if somebody is being hassled, heckled, abused. I know we live in difficult times and we're not quite sure, you know, how people will react. But even if you just take that person away from the situation and just talk to them and give them a bit of reassurance. Thank you so much, Meryl. Great to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you.
Hi there. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We upload new videos every single day. So click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for more amazing content.